this episode, I'm pretty excited. We are in beautiful Privato Hotel for the review of the recently concluded Miss International 2018. And we will be reviewing Ahtisa Manalo's performance. So please make sure you complete the whole video so you get to know more of the juicy stuff behind Miss International. Hola! You guys may know me as Tita Lavinia from Titasofpageantry. I'm a beauty pageant enthusiast and I'm also a fashion writer for a wedding magazine. Please don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell notification button so that you guys will be updated on my ganaps and hanash. Miss International! Miss International is one of the most relevant international pageants out there. It's one of the alpha pageants, as you guys may know. And this is held in Tokyo, Japan every year. So we have been very successful in this pageant. We have had 6 winners so far, so that's like a really, really good track record. But this year, there are things that are new with the pageant. So everybody got really excited. A lot of Filipino fans got excited precisely because we had someone really strong to represent our country. Her name is Ahtisa Manalo. She is from Quezon. She is 21 years old and she looked like a doll. So we really had high hopes when she competed for Miss International. So she started really strong. With her wardrobe, her styling. It was a little wobbly at first because everyone compared her to Kylie, but the good thing about Ahtisa was that while she was competing, you could really see her blooming amongst all the other beautiful ladies. And might I just say, for this edition of Miss International, it's the 58th edition, it's a lot calmer. If you guys are into beauty pageants, if you are into social media, then you probably have an idea how some countries really get into arguments and fights about their favorites. But for this edition, it was like all love. All the girls were loved by the netizens. Everybody was just really pretty and calm. And the good thing about this edition was that they had the organization was really very generous in providing us with updates. So we were really into what they were doing, what they were wearing. So for the show itself, we knew that there were going to be things that was going to be changed. So the first thing that changed was the preliminaries for swimsuit that wasn't done before. So by the time they staged the production, of course we were prepared. The pageant fans were prepared because Miss International, guys, is 5 hours long. Because all the girls had to march or like take the ramp during evening gown competition and swimsuit competition. But it was okay because this edition of Miss International was more dynamic. They had a better production, so to say. They had like a nicer set. The music was upbeat. Lighting was good. Even the stage was a lot better. It wasn't as stark white as it was before. Top 15. They announced top 15. We got in pretty early. The ones who made it for the top 15 were Australia, Mexico, Paraguay, Ukraine, Thailand, Ecuador, of course, Philippines, Spain, Indonesia. Very interesting for Indonesia because everybody thought, that there was like a Miss International curse. If you're a winner from the previous year, usually the girls from the next year, they don't really get in, but Indonesia got in. They had Venezuela, Colombia, Madagascar. The Malagasy women, they don't really get into the semifinals, but it was a happy surprise for pageant fans to have a Malagasy there. So she looked amazing. South Africa, of course, Romania, and Japan. But there were a bit of upsets as well because unfortunately Poland didn't make it. I really liked India. I wanted India to at least penetrate the semifinals, but unfortunately she didn't. Laos, Barbie, her name is Barbie by the way, she didn't make it, and the beautiful Miss Vietnam unfortunately did not make it as well. So for a while, the Filipino fans got like their sigh of relief because all they wanted to do was to rise from what had happened to Ava. So at least we're done with top 15, but of course we wanted more. We knew that Ahtisa could do more than that because she had a really stellar performance during her national costume presentation. When she presented herself during the swimsuit competition, she was long, she was lean in her yellow one piece, and she was just stellar in her performance. So top 8, when they announced top 8, yeah, we got a little confident. We knew she could penetrate top 8. She was the last one to get called, and by that time there was no, like, nothing, no frou-frou, no introduction. They just called top 8 straight up. So the top 8 girls were Japan, Romania, Ecuador, Colombia, Spain, South Africa, Venezuela, and the Philippines. Now all these girls were given the chance to express themselves during this speech segment. And a lot of them did really, really well, especially Romania. Romania was a contender for the crown. She had the long speech, but it was really meaty. And then, of course, the eventual winner, Miss Venezuela, which was surprising because she delivered her speech in such a sincere manner. And of course, we had Ahtisa. Ahtisa had a shorter speech, but it was direct to the point. It was addressing the youth and what the youth could do. So when they started announcing the placements, we were confident that she was going to get into top 5. So the top 5 girls who made it were Colombia, 4th runner-up. So we were good with that. 3rd runner-up was Romania. When Romania was called, we were like, oh, we got this in the bag. And then 2nd runner-up was South Africa, and then Ahtisa was just there. So when they announced 1st runner-up for Ahtisa, of course we were super happy about it because she definitely exceeded expectations. But we were also a little, down because she didn't make it. She was this close. But just to address other things, we're definitely happy for number 8 for Venezuela. I think Venezuela is really very polished. She was able to showcase what Venezuela is all about in the world of pageantry. It's just that Ahtisa is our baby and she did really well. A lot of people felt that her gown seemed really simple, but I really beg to differ. If you look into the details of Ahthisa's gown, it's a Michael Cinco. It's very intricate. It's a gown, unfortunately, that you have to explain to other people for them to really like it and get on board with it. But it was a gown that was fashion forward. It was couture. It wasn't a pageant gown. But I don't really think it had something to do with the gown. I also heard, but I cannot confirm if these sources are true or not, that this time around they had a deliberation instead of basing the results from the scores, because apparently Ahtisa was the one who got first place on all of the segments. Now, if this is true, it is a little bittersweet for us Filipino fans rooting for number 7, but I honestly feel that Mariam is a great choice for Miss International. If they want someone elegant, if they want someone really polished, then they have it with a Venezuelan. As for the Filipino, Ahtisa, we still love her. She did amazing. So, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Both girls are actually deserving. If they want someone who is the epitome of the brand of Miss International, then by all means go with Ahtisa. But if they want to make some changes, anyway, they've already made some changes with the production, then the Venezuelan is a great choice. Please let me know what you think. Do you believe these rumors? Do you think Ahtisa should have won? Do you think that her gown was the issue? Please comment below and let us know. Thank you.